Hey everybody, I'm back with another Cyberpunk 2077 FPS benchmark video. This time I'm going to be testing it with the old GTX 660 Ti. Before I go on with this video, I really appreciate it if you go ahead and hit the like button down below. It really helps to grow the channel and I really appreciate it. So I'm sure you're well aware by now that this may be one of the worst optimized games out there, both on the consoles and PC. In order for you to enjoy this game the way it's meant to be, with the ray tracing options running at 1440p or 4K, you really need to spend a big buck on PC, somewhere between $1,500 to $2,000 to really enjoy it the way it's meant to be. And I think that's really ridiculous and outrageous. Definitely rush this game through, and I hope that'll change in the future, because a lot of us out there with PCs can't really afford to spend all this money to run this beautiful game here. So yeah, with this graphics card there's really no improvement at all here, so don't expect anything special here. So let's go over the settings. I'm going to be doing both 1080p and 720p resolution. So let's start off here on the lowest settings, everything low, but as always I will keep the resolution scale at 100. Will not change that at all at any point. Full screen 1080p, and of course one of the recommended items here is crowd density low, just to get an extra FPS or so. Also, I am using the latest version of 1.04 and the latest Nvidia driver as of December 15th. Let's take a look and see what we got here. Now I have the i7 8700K running at 5 gigs and with Hyperthread disabled. As you can see, there's no issues at all with that. Look how low the CPU usage is. I'll go over that a bit in a second here. 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM running at 3600 megahertz, GTX 660 Ti 2 GB version, and it's slightly overclocked. 50 megs on the core and 100 megs on the memory clock. That was all I was able to squeeze out of this Gigabyte version. Really not the best overclocker. I wish I could overclock more, and I'm sure I could get maybe 2 more FPS or so. And as I'm sure you know, in this game every single FPS does count, just to have a decent smooth experience. Now on the lowest settings we're averaging about 24 FPS, and that's what I was talking about as far as the usage of the CPU. That's how you know that this game is poorly optimized. Look how low the usage is of a new game like this. Look at my temperatures. Now I've done other videos with similar setup here, and the CPU is like running at 70 Celsius, usage 80-90%. The game is really utilizing everything here, and that's how you know that this game is poorly optimized. It's barely touching the processor. Same thing with the old card like this. If I'm using a well optimized game that's really using the graphics card, this same card here will be running at 80 Celsius, plus I gotta jack up the fan to like 80%, just to keep it at 80 Celsius. So that's definitely a clue there that it's really poorly optimized, this game. It's really not grabbing on the hardware that we have here. So I would say 1080p lowest settings seem to be alright, running pretty smooth. By the way, if you're new to my channel, please do consider subscribing. If you want the most accurate FPS results, then you come to the right place. Alright, now I'm just going to jump in really quick to the medium settings on 1080p. Okay, that's a medium preset right there, just like that. And we're jumping into high teens on that. And at this point, the visuals are a lot better. And And that's, I think, at minimum you want to be on medium settings with the visuals being pretty decent on 1080p. But the lag is starting to kick in. We're getting about 18 average right now, and if we get into a car, it's gonna be, oh, this is nice. No, I don't want to break into that. I do see some more detail on medium settings, that's for sure. That's what you're here to expect. Alright, let's jump into the 720p now. Okay. The screen is going to really fill up here. Get the numbers nice and big for you guys so you don't miss any number here. So yeah, now look at that. Now we're looking pretty nice here. 720p, again, full scale resolution, 100%. And now we're looking alright. Now it looks good. Anything above 30, man, you're a lucky person out there, that's for sure. Oh yeah. Yep, running pretty smooth here. Alright, let's finish it off with the medium setting. There it is. Medium setting all across there. You know what? I might try high settings too, because we're still in the 30s here. That's good. That's very good.
Get the fuck out of here!
Oh, whoa. I usually never test games at 720p, but for this game I have to. Unbelievable. Alright, so that's how that looks. Let's jump into a higher setting. Looks like there's some room here. Oh, that's good. Let's go to high settings now. Again, 720p, full resolution, 100% scale there. Yep. Alright. Oh, okay, now that's a big drop there. Big drop, but it's looking a lot better. That's looking nice. Oh yeah, we have the motion blur. Now let me see. I'm actually gonna take the motion blur off. That's gonna help out a lot. I think we have, yeah, this is it. Just take that off completely. Oh yeah, that's it. You see that? You saw that, right? That's totally unnecessary. So with high settings, high preset, the only thing we're changing is taking out the motion blur completely. And now we're in, you know, we got a couple extra FPS. And now it's running pretty good. So my conclusion for this game, that when it comes to 720p high settings with motion blur off is going to give you the best performance to visual experience. That's where you want to be. Looks nice. And on 1080p, you're gonna be on the lowest preset. For it not to be laggy. Alright. Yeah, it looks nice. Alright guys, that concludes for this video. Let me know what you think. Leave any comments down below. And I'll see you in another video. Goodbye.